What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle. I've got a couple other channels. I've got a channel called Positive Plus One, and I just started it. Check it out. I'll put a link below. And then I also have Elevate the Game, which I am going to be uploading. I'm going to try to upload to all of them at least once daily. Thank you for joining. Representative Dan Crenshaw of Texas was heckled at a fundraising event on Wednesday night when someone in the audience refuted him when we're talking about the past election. Here's the clip.
Don't kid yourself into believing that's why we lost. It's not. It's not.
You're wrong.
I'll tell you openly.
You're wrong.
I'll tell you, and I'm not wrong.
Yes, you are.
Five
I have
states.
plenty of proof. I have proof in Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Georgia.
You did the Maricopa.
Yeah,
How did that turn out?
And guess what? It's going to turn out, and it's going to flip.
Okay,
you watch. You're going to see firsthand.
It won't. And you've got to flip all 5 states to make it.
You know how?
All right, I'm not going to argue this. I'm not going to argue this. It's just something. Look, I'll say it openly. This is something you got to accept. Is there a lot of voters?
He is right.
Probably is. Enough that Trump won? No, absolutely not.
You'll see.
Absolutely not. 5 different states,
yes.
Hundreds of thousands of votes.
Yes.
You're kidding yourself.
Next question.
So that's the gist of it. With Dan Crenshaw, I'm 100% out on Dan Crenshaw. I get a lot of questions. I see a lot of talk about him, mostly on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. There's a lot of conversation about Dan Crenshaw and Ron DeSantis and other people. He comes up a lot because there's some good things to like about him, but I'm 100% out on him. Doesn't mean I won't agree with some of those good things, but I'm not a pro. If you want to ask me, am I for him? Would I vote for him? Absolutely not. And here's why. He has an opinion on the election, which is perfectly fine. That's not my problem with him. My problem is the response to the heckler. Just because you have a different opinion on things than the heckler doesn't mean you can't acknowledge their frustration. He's fake. To me, I think he wants to be able to play the I'm a populist when he's not really a populist on the right and be cozy with the establishment. I can't answer for him, but I can give you kind of the response that it generates in me. If I were Dan Crenshaw and there's somebody in the audience who was trying to heckle me like that, what I would say is, let me stop real quick and give you a lesson. This is how life works. You don't understand how life works. Let me help you out real quick. Who's sitting in the big boy chair in the White House right now? Tell me. You can talk about his dementia. You can talk about allegedly. You can talk about him being in the basement. You can talk about him not campaigning. You can talk about them hiding him. You can talk about somebody else is really running the country. Who's sitting in the seat right now? You can talk about his son is a damn mess and they could be compromised because of him. And you could talk about all the racially insensitive things he said, and now he's trying to become this anti-racist friendly president in a way which is really BS and it's harmful for our country. Who's in the seat in the White House? Who has that throne, the chair? Say his name and make sure you respect it and say President Joe Biden. That's who's in the White House right now. I'm not against you. We're on the same side, even if we don't fully agree. I'm all for the audit. Why wouldn't we audit it? If you want to spend the money, you can spend the money and do a forensic audit. I think every state should do a forensic audit. It's really up to the people of that state. Go ahead and do that. That's not changing who's in the chair right now. The purpose of the forensic audit, in my opinion, you're getting valuable information. The purpose should be to look forward, not backwards, and figure out what needs to change. We found out in Arizona that a private company, when subpoenaed by the state, can say no. Everyone in this country should say that's not acceptable. If we want to do a forensic audit on our election, there should be no private company that can say, no, we're not giving you something. It's not your election, it's our election. So I don't know how that would work, if you would eliminate the private company or whatever the case is, but you found what the problem is. Our country is based on faith. And if you have lost faith in the process, that concerns me. That's what I need to hear Dan Crenshaw say. If you have lost faith, and a lot of people have, that concerns me. Here's what we should do. Do the audits, but it's done. It's over. And I'm not going to sit here like some of these other politicians and guarantee you that this was perfect and that was perfect and this was the most perfect thing of all time. I'm not going to do that. But we've got to move on. Just like when Trump won, I said, I didn't have a YouTube channel at that time, but I was telling people we've got to respect this man as the president, whether you like him or not. Doesn't mean we don't criticize him, but he's the president. Same with Joe Biden. My recommendation is to do the audits and learn what needs to be done. We're already almost in midterm season for 2022, and you're still looking backwards? You don't see how you're going to be lost? You've got to restore faith so people come out and vote. And I don't care what party it is. Because if 2022 comes and Republicans have a red wave and Democrats don't believe it, we are not in a good place. That's what I needed to hear from Dan Crenshaw. Let me know what you think. And the YouTube, with YouTube and these things, and luckily I don't have a strike or anything. They gave me it really is very similar. But I know what I'm doing. I know that these are discussions that we should be having, whether it's the pandemic, health, or what happened in 2020. And I know I am not doing anything damaging to our country. I'm not doing anything damaging to YouTube. So I'm just gonna do my thing. I appreciate all the comments on the videos. Let me know what you think about this one. Am I wrong to say look forward, don't look backwards? That's why I don't like what Mike Lindell's doing. He's looking backwards. He's not coming at it from the standpoint of let's look forward and prepare for 2022 and 2024. That's more important. This man so what? It's done. There's going to be many men after him. Don't you all have children? I'm more worried about who my children trusting the process than what happened last year. We can try to fix the trust in the process without going backwards. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think the videos are appropriate, inappropriate. At this point, maybe if you've seen a couple of them, let me know. You know my steez. Take care.
Yeah, the real. You know what's up, hip-hop. MCing and DJing from your own mind, you know? Yo, I think right now you start to show, kid.
Who's this suspicious character strapped with the sounds profound? Similar to rhymes spit by derringers. You're in the terror dome like my man Chuck D said. It's time to dethrone you clones and all you knuckleheads. Cause MCs have used up extended warranties. My real MCs and DJs are my minority. So right about now, I use my authority. Cause I'm like the wizard and you look lost like Dorothy. The horror be when I return for my real people. Words are split wigs, hitting like some double desert eagles. Sporting caps full low and baggy slacks. Subtracting all the rappers who lack over Premier's tracks. Severe facts have brought this rap game to their collapse. So as I have in the past, I will bash. That's dropping lyrics that be hotter than sex and candle wax. And one-dimensional MCs can handle that. While the world's revolving on its axis, I come with mad loving plus the illest world-like tactics. The wilderness is filled with this. So many people searching for false bliss. I'm here with the skills you miss. The rejected stone is now the cornerstone. Sorta like the master builder when I make my way home.
You know my steez. What you say?
You know my steez.
What?
Let 'em know.
What?
The beat is sinister. Primo makes you relax. I'm like the minister. When I be lacing the wax, I be bringing salvation through the way that I rap. And you know, and I know, I'm nice like that. Work through worldly problems. I got the healing power. When the mic's within my reach, I'm feeling more power. Still in at least 3 minutes of every rap radio hour. It's often easier for one to give advice than it is for a person to run one's own life. That's why I can't be caught up in all the hype. I keep my soul tight and let these lines take flight. The apparatus gets blessed. Suckers get put to rest. No more of the impure. I got the cure for this mess. The whackness is spreading like the plague. MC's locked up and got paid, but still can't make the friggin' grade. How many times are one of these gonna lie? They must wanna fry, they can't touch the knowledge I personify. I travel through the darkness, carrying my torch, the illest soldier when I'm holding down the fort. You know my steez, let them know.
You know my steez.
Let them know. What? Let them know. On the microphone, you know that I'm one of the best yet. Some punks ain't paid all of their debts yet. Trying to be fly, riding high on the jet set with juvenile rhymes, making fake ass death threats. Big deal, like in Vogue, it's something you can feel. Styles more tangible and image real for some time now. I've had the scrolls of manuscript. When it's time to go all out, you be like, damn, you flip. Now I'm sick, fed up with the bull. Got the lyrical full clip, giving you a verbal swip. Don't trip, it's the gifted, prolific one. Known as ball head slick. Why is the press all on my? My style be wilder than a kamikaze pilot. Don't try it, I'm about to stop more than a friggin' ride. Styles unsurpassable, and knuckers and suckers. Yo, them little suckers are harassable. For I be speaking from my parables, carry you beyond. The mic's either a magic wand, or it is tragic like the havoc of a nuclear bomb. Then I grab your palm, no bullshit gone. And if you thought we lose our niche in this rap stuff, you way wrong. I stay up, stay on, shine bright like neon. Your song's pathetic, synthetic like rayon. Bad beats they play on, one don't rise for me up. Word is born, you know my steez.